What does hiring have to do with retention? Well, clearly you'd imagine a lot, and that's definitely the case. And as you'd also imagine, there's a lot that we could talk about here, and perhaps we'll cover in more depth with a larger video and a bit more content. But to talk about a couple of particular things, then a problem is that as you scale up as a business, the key people that are involved in that interview process, whether that's the CEO, the founder, the top team, it might not be practical for them to be interviewing everybody as they were before and as much detail. One of the challenges here is that the power of storytelling that came from those original people can lose its power, lose its accuracy as other people are involved in the process. The danger there is that you'll have a really poor hiring match where people are given a story that isn't the right story, it's inauthentic, actually it's diluted, the messages are portrayed in the wrong way. So what you really need to focus on as a solution here is to introduce a process that ensures the consistency and that the story that's being told is authentic alongside that being consistent. So one idea is to make sure you're being really clear with the people involved in the interview process as to who's covering what and at what stage, and what are the messages you need to make sure that that potential employee receives to know whether it's a business they want to be with for the longer term. Also, look at the marketing materials you've got, whether that's on your website, your careers material. Make sure it's telling that consistent story and giving the right message out that is also authentic and accurate, but gives the right impact to people that want to join your business. Make sure you're being really clear about what your employer value proposition is and what you stand for as a business. There's examples here. One to pull out in particular, it's really worthwhile looking at creating an engaging handbook, an employee handbook that can be given to new hires but also to potential hires. I'm not talking about something that's compliance focused, so has health and safety policies or fire alarm procedures, but something that's really engaging and tells a really powerful story. I was at Calcott Spa recently. Theirs is called Hospitately. It's a really visually stunning document, but with some really great content that their director was talking about the impact that has on making sure they find the right people and also keep the right people, because it so clearly tells the story of the business, and that's a very consistent story that's really powerfully told. As I mentioned, there's a lot to talk about here, the impact hiring can have on retention, so definitely look out for more content to come, and in the meantime, take a look at our retention report.